Hola, ¿cómo estás? It is 1:08 p.m. Friday, July 19th, 2024. This is for week 29. Um, I missed week 28, and just mentioning that. So, and I'm currently on a walk from the gas station. So, I have been very excited lately because of some math that I did the other day. So I've been doing a lot of recording music, and right now the best place to do that is the garage when no one's home, or when the rents are at work, because privacy and noise reduction. So I've been meaning to go to the store to get some wine so that I can give myself 2 drinks a week. I got some Four Locos too, just to give myself options, but and some cigars, because of the nature of how I'm going to approach this next couple of months. So schoolwork has been mad easy. I feel like it's been less than 2 hours per week the last 2 weeks. We're on week 3. These classes are easier than the last classes I was taking at this, or I'm just getting better, or both. The trees are not transplanted, and I have officially basically given them to my mother. She was trying to start a conversation about them, and I just said, do whatever you want. So that ended that, and that's the right way to go about it, unfortunately. I submitted my arbitration document just in the nick of time. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I just have to get myself in the frame of mind, and I have a lot of stuff written down already, so I ChatGPT conversations to kind of get myself in that frame of mind so that I can put together a really good written material for making my case, because I already have like an end-to-end kind of strategy. I've been working out like sparsely, just basically randomly, Maso Menos essentially. I don't know. It's just kind of like half and half. I've been taking it very easy. Just a lot of smoking, and there's I think last week I actually did like the majority of the days, but it was like 6 days out of 7, and then this week I just haven't done anything. I basically randomly, I don't remember exactly the day, but Battle Aces, I wanted to play a game because I was bored, and Sadna or whatever, so I wanted to play a video game. I was gonna play StarCraft, but there's this new game that's been I've rumored, and I saw a few games of it that seemed to kind of answer it was like sent from heaven, basically. It answered every qualm I had with starting up a game of StarCraft. I was stressed about there's just too much butthurt whatchamacallit situations. This game's much faster, and it solved that exact problem. So I ended up playing this game pretty much non-stop. I played it one time for 18 hours straight, and 10 hours another time. So, and it turns out that this will give me more than enough clips to go for the rest of the year, basically, and probably last me until the next beta. So I don't even necessarily need to stream StarCraft. It'll be just kind of like it's not even as needed. It's just like as desired, essentially. However much I see fit will determine how often I stream and post StarCraft too. I've been doing much longer sessions basically. I just like randomly was like, I deliberately was like, I'm gonna go 4 hours. And then basically I did it, and I did it in a very like organized way and then it didn't even feel like much of a feat afterwards. So I just did it a couple more times, and I've gotten it to a point where I have it organized. I know what each hour is meant to have, like a schedule of things to think about, things to focus on, and then yes, I've just done that a lot more lately. I made 2 songs, Designer and Lazy. It's not titled Lazy, but the beat is titled Lazy. And basically, I'm very happy with the last. I'm very happy with both of them, but I have an idea in my head of how I want to come off, and the last song did pretty much exactly a perfect job of that. I've just been thinking about it strategically, how I want things to go, and it's like, again, it's about like the flow and all that. That's all great, you know. There's like a quality control that I have, a standard that I have that's going to make sure that happens. And then lyrically, I know what I want to do. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about the setting at which the song will be played at. I'm thinking about the circumstances the song will be played at, and you know, like the general energy and like the character that I'm trying to portray, and the tone that he has to have and all that. And the first time I tried it, I executed it very well, and I'm excited because today it's Friday, so I have a little bit between the time to between now and the next time I need to do a bunch of clips. I have like 5 hours of clipping to do basically, but I have until about noon tomorrow, so I'm gonna use this time that the parents aren't home. I'm probably gonna get home around 1:45 or something like that, 1:40, 1:35, and I'm gonna go into the stew basically in the garage and work on this one beat for however long I can or is necessary, and anything else that kind of comes up, because I have a few changes that I want to make. And yeah, I missed a visit with, so they're not cousins, they're like family friends from back in the day, people that used to go to my parents' church as kids. They had kids, 2 girls named Mariah and Tiffany that I know of. And you know, we hung out a couple times when we were kids or whatever, so they came. I didn't really know they were coming, so I wasn't really ready and I wasn't prepared mentally, and they were here, they knew I was here, but I didn't come out, which is pretty annoying. But they told me the day of, and they didn't even tell me that Tiffany and Mariah were coming. They told me that Mary and what's my face were coming, and Ruben, which is their parents. So that was really annoying, and I think was meant to, you know, probably spur some type of controversy, because if it was a communication issue, and that's the kind of issues that they want me to think we're having, because the lack of communication is like, no, you guys are deliberately making that a problem to try to get me to behave differently. You know what I mean? You're trying to say, oh, see, we don't talk enough. No, we talk enough, and you have the opportunity to communicate with me if you wanted to. You're just trying to make this an issue now. So that kind of goes in perfectly into my next thing, which is my October exit plan. So I've been thinking about it more and more. You know, it makes the most sense for me to, like, I'm basically doing the math and paying attention to, okay, when does it make sense? When is the earliest that I can go to San Francisco to do the whole security guard thing? and be able to transition into a van. You know what I'm saying? When does that happen, and how can I get that done? And initially, the idea was to buy the van here and then drive over there with my belongings. But like, I think I've rethought it. Basically, I was looking at tickets the other day, and I saw that there's some cheap tickets for like just over $100, less than $200, in like basically from mid-August to like mid-October. And I thought, okay, well, it would be easier probably for me to buy a van and use it like illegally if I was over there, just fly over there, buy it, park it somewhere, in the cut, and then use it as a glorified sleeping bag until I have enough money to make it legal. But then I was like, I could just do the cot thing again and then go library, Noisebridge, kind of a mix of how I was doing it in Tampa and how I was doing it over there. And then for like a month, and then in a month's time, pretty much I could probably swing a van and a laptop, and making it legal, like with insurance and all that, like the beginning of October. If I have a job lined up, pretty much, because then say, okay, I already have the money to make this legal now, but I'm gonna do it now, and then pretty much pay myself back for it in the next couple months. But then even still, in the next couple months, I'm gonna be receiving another thing that kind of covers me, that kind of like makes it to where if I didn't get a job, even if I didn't get a job and I spent that money, that I might still be okay. So that's why I feel safe doing it. So the plan has evolved to me like figuring out how much it's going to cost me to be able to reinstate my license and stuff like that prior, and then going there, getting a Clipper card, trying to get a Noisebridge token, and then like starting the class for a guard card, doing that for about a month while I am in the class, and then work on getting a job lined up, pretty much. It's like, well, whenever you get it, come to us, boom, 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 get a timeline down, get it prior to, hopefully get it right away, like as soon as I get the guard card. I get the guard card as soon as I finish, pretty much, and then start right away. That'd be the ideal situation. But I'm trying to hold on to about 3,000 and be legal, but have debt, so that when I was like, I could pay some, and I will get broke off at the end of the year anyway. So, and I should be upping my credit limit soon too. So I don't want to plan right now, but there's kind of like more details about how I want to get it done. And it makes sense to go. It's like right now I'm thinking mid-September, because it allows me enough time to accumulate content, and I'm gonna just cross whenever. I'm gonna just cross. Fuck all this shit. I don't know. What are we doing? Sorry, I'm kind of, it's hot. Yeah, so, the September 15th allows for the accumulation. Like if I do 4 hours a day for 60 days, that'll allow me to accumulate 60 days worth of sessions in advance, which I feel like is enough. That's the time that kind of established would be enough to make me feel comfortable with going, because I probably wouldn't be able to do sessions for a time, so I want to accumulate some. And then because Battle Aces happened, I'm gonna have more than enough clips to cover the rest of the year, and you know, that 2-month period. So that's already kind of handled. So I'm just worried about that right now. And then I want to kind of. This is essentially a continuation. It ended up being, okay, you're taking the summer off essentially. Started June, it's gonna end in September. June, July, August. There you go. So it ends up being like a 3-month vacation, and then for me, work will begin when I'm trying to set myself up in San Francisco. Right? So once again, like, I already know how I'm going to be dressed. I already know how, pretty much how I'm going to do everything. I could, Amazon Prime myself a cut if it's really that serious, or a bunch of stuff. I'm not even going to really tell anybody what I'm doing. And then once I, it's about just like basically staying clean, because I do need to be clean at the start of my job. Being clean, and just staying out of trouble and not losing anything for a month, and making sure that I'm where I need to be, which I've done that before. I know what that's like. You know what I mean? Right now I'm kind of thinking about where I'm going to shower at, where I'm going to stay at, stuff like that, but it's not that big a deal. Like, I'll figure it out pretty quick. And then basically worked that job for about 6 months, I think. We get our deletions from arbitration, and in that time we kind of do the rest. And then basically, hopefully before my 30th birthday, I'm getting funding for my LLCs, and I'm starting new LLCs. But then also, while I'm over there, it also opens up opportunities for collaboration with other artists, or some I don't know what they call it, politicking, or like some networking with people in the area. And just not being around here is it just opens up a lot of opportunities. So I'm gonna focus on music hard, basically. And I want to take this opportunity because I know this is, in these situations, it's about how excited and looking forward to things I am. So because I'm so turned up, because I can envision a future that I'm excited about, I think it's an opportunity to record a lot of good music, and I have a lot of ideas. So I'm going to try to make use of whenever the garage is open, and that allows for, and the health protocol allows for 2 drinks a week, so that's at least one occasion where I'm in the studio. Maybe I'll do it 2 or 3 times a week. And then the goal is to we're kind of going to be starting anew, like we did last year. So basically, last year around November 15th, I'm like, okay, I'm going to start working out again. And I'm going to start that kind of thing. I'm going to kind of ease my way back in. Yeah, I'm going to ease my way back in. But earning like $25,000 to $3,000 a month. Getting paid $20 an hour, and just being really chill. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? It's just that time. And it also allows for me to not be here for the holidays, which is good. And also, I think that they'll be more likely to be hiring around this time because of the holidays and people needing time off. So there's just a ton of stuff. And also, it's the cheapest tickets, and it allows me to be homeless for the arbitration hearing in the event that it actually happens, which I think would help my case further. So, what else? Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about, and I'm really hyped. So basically, I have about 2 more months, and of just like enjoying my summer, drinking once a week, staying with school. You know, any day now I should be getting my refund from school. I'll actually lose it if I got it today. I checked earlier, or I tried to check earlier, but my phone didn't load. Yeah, I should be getting my $1,800 refund quick. Also, it lines up well. That timing. If I get to like right around the beginning, the first opportunity, because I'm gonna have like a lot of cash, and the way that the statements for the Spark card line up, the first opportunity for me to really make a huge purchase, a van related purchase, is October like 7th, the second week of October, and that's like right before I get a job. So you know, if I follow the schedule that I have for myself right now, so it's going to be an interesting finish to the year. I haven't, you know, exactly committed yet, but you know, I'm in the process of kind of mapping it out. But realistically, it's like, okay, so I'm not even going to worry about working out right now. Maybe I'll work out here and there, but it's not really a priority. Really, the priority is just sessions, music, and what's the other one? Arbitration in school, and you know, the YouTube queue. So I don't know. I feel like I've done better than that last year. I have. By this point, in terms of like the amount of drinking and the amount of money spent. How do I want to do this? I don't want to go this way. So I'm almost home, which is lit. It's hot as shit. I need to I'm gonna turn the AC down when I get in. I'm gonna sit and turn the fucking fan on. All that good shit. And then I'm gonna get my headphones and start this fucking process. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited, and I think I'm gonna be making a lot of good music as a result coming up here soon. And this is probably the fastest thing I've done in a minute. 23 minutes is very short, but that's pretty much it. So just a little bit more overview. We're still on vacation, essentially, even though we've worked out here and there. I do get credit for that, but you know, the segment or section that we are in this for this year is like a summer vacation, basically. And I'm gonna be like probably before the end of next week, I'll have all of the YouTube queue like clipped up. And maybe more of a like distinct idea of how much I owe the DMV, like what the process would be to get everything registered and stuff. And then what's the last thing I need to do? Sorry. I'm trying to think, bro. Foot hurts a little bit. We got time. Okay, cool. So I got like 3 hours basically, which should be enough. And then I think what I'm gonna do is sleep and then do a session, and then you know, that good stuff. But yeah, what am I saying? What am I doing? Yeah, basically just school, arbitration, planning, and then you know, there'll be a period of getting set up in San Francisco. It won't take long before I'm like really nicely set up, meaning I have like, you know, a van with like, you know, a comfortable van, comfortable job, you know, and I'm all the way set up. That's gonna happen. And then I literally just, it's like literally I'm going to like do the exact same thing again. I'm preparing to do the exact same thing again starting around November, basically. It's like, okay, so now a year has passed and we are back in San Francisco with a, we're actually, if we get to this point that I'm talking about, it would be the best situation I've been in yet. Because we're talking about like having actually, yeah, if I make 5,000 and then I get another 3,600, yeah, like we'll be nearly $10,000 just cash in hand in the best city, in the best situation that we've had yet. So, and then we can reconvene and be like, all right, so now that we look at the situation, what's the best play? Maybe a pay for delete with Citibank would be in order. And then maybe a lawsuit with Midland. And if I do these things, oh, that one fell through the bag. That could have been fucking horrible. It's falling through the second bag too. Oh wow. Right, hold on. I have a problem. I just grabbed the bottle there. These things barely make it home. Yeah. The problem is I'm like blanking on the last thing I said, so I just kind of want to make sure I cover everything, and then I keep having to go over the whole thing again. But yeah, that's basically it. That's like the outline of what the rest of the year looks like. There should be some arbitration wins to kind of, you know, further make this a huge good period in my life. But then, you know, it's like tax return. I need to do my BOI still. I need to do my website still. But that's pretty much it. That's what the rest of the year looks like. As soon as this arbitration is done, I'll start legal action towards the other two. And, you know, I should be getting myself more, you know, just as making myself comfortable in the van and stacking up, you know, at least 50% of what I'm earning, just kind of like as a rule. And then what? Do that until about April. In April of next, you know, that's what I'm saying about kind of running it back. It's like, okay, we'll do the same thing, we'll just do it better. Starting in like mid-November. Okay, I'm gonna work out. We'll start at a higher weight. You know what I mean? and improve on that design as much as possible. Start being clean again, like fully. All that. So. I believe I went through the front door. Maybe not. I believe I did though. Yeah, that's about it. Doing something. Yeah, that's it. That's really it. Yeah, I don't think I came from back here, unfortunately. This is so extra to keep in here, but I gotta make sure that make sure that it's long for no reason. You know, just to stay on theme. That's pretty much it, though. This week, I'm just gonna focus on YouTube Q, school, arbitration, and sessions. We gotta accumulate time by doing 4 hours a day and all that. So, TTYL. That's all for now.